Welcome back Power Ride family. Get ready, because what I'm about to show you is one of the most powerful, most outrageous, and most downright addictive SUVs of 2026. Today we are talking about the brand new 2026 Dodge Durango SRT, a beast that refuses to calm down, a family SUV that doesn't just move people from point A to point B, it launches them like a rocket ship. And trust me, you're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end because somewhere in the middle I'm going to drop the price. And let me just tell you right now, it's going to blow your mind. Now imagine this. You wake up on a Saturday morning, grab your keys, and walk outside. The sun is just rising, there's a chill in the air, and sitting in your driveway is a 2026 Dodge Durango SRT, looking like it's ready to go fight a battle. You walk closer, the key fob in your pocket wakes it up, the headlights do their menacing little dance, and you can feel this weird rush of adrenaline. This isn't just a car review, this is a full sensory experience. Let's talk about that exterior first, because this thing demands attention. The front fascia is more aggressive than ever. Dodge has given it a wider stance, sharper lines, and that signature SRT grille with the massive air intakes that look like they want to inhale the car in front of you. The hood scoop isn't just for show, it's functional, feeding air straight into that monster of an engine underneath. And those LED headlights. Thin, angry, and perfectly sculpted to give you that, get out of my way, look. The side profile is pure muscle SUV. Massive 20 or 22-inch wheels depending on your trim, wide fenders that almost bulge out like a bodybuilder's shoulders, and a roofline that's just sporty enough without sacrificing practicality. You walk around to the back and it just keeps getting better. The taillights stretch across the width of the rear like a glowing red blade, the quad exhaust tips scream performance, and the subtle spoiler reminds you this isn't a tame grocery getter. Oh, and when you fire it up, the neighbors are going to know. The exhaust note has been tuned to be deeper, throatier, and meaner than ever before. Now before I even talk about the engine, let's just pause here and imagine driving this thing through downtown traffic. People will stare, kids will point, car guys will nod in respect. This is not just transportation, it's a statement. Pop the hood and you're greeted by what is arguably the heart and soul of the Durango SRT, a supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8. Yes, Dodge kept the V8 alive in 2026, in an era when most automakers are downsizing, hybridizing, or going full electric. Dodge is giving us the middle finger to boring cars and saying, here, have 700 plus horsepower and enjoy your day. This engine pushes out mind-bending power, north of 700 horsepower depending on the exact trim, with torque figures that could probably tow a small planet. You slam the start button, and the whole car shudders awake. The idle has that deep, rolling rumble that sends shivers down your spine. Tap the throttle just a little and it snarls like a caged animal. Put it in drive, ease onto the road, and suddenly this three-row SUV feels like a muscle car on steroids. Launch control. Oh yeah, it's got it. And when you use it, hold on tight because this nearly 5,000-pound SUV will rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.5 seconds. Let that sink in. A family SUV, capable of seating 6 or 7 people, is accelerating like a supercar from just a few years ago. You will laugh. Your passengers will scream, your stomach will drop, and you will want to do it again, and again, and again. And here's the thing, it's not just about going fast in a straight line. Dodge has completely reworked the suspension tuning for 2026, giving you adaptive damping that can switch from comfort to track mode at the push of a button. In comfort mode, it soaks up bumps surprisingly well for such a performance-oriented machine. But flip it into sport or track mode and suddenly it hunkers down, the steering tightens up, and you feel connected to the road like never before. Braking. Massive Brembo brakes with 6-piston calipers up front and 4-piston in the rear, because when you have this much power, you need serious stopping power. And trust me, they do the job, bringing this beast to a stop with confidence and no drama. Inside, Dodge kept things simple, and as you requested, we'll keep this paragraph short. You've got a driver-focused cockpit with a massive touchscreen, performance pages that let you see live horsepower and torque, and enough room for the whole family to come along for the ride. The seats hold you tight, the materials feel premium, and everything is laid out in a way that reminds you this SUV is all about driving. Now back to the fun. Picture this. You take the Durango SRT on a mountain road. The sun is setting, the road is clear, and you switch to manual mode using the paddle shifters. The downshifts crackle and pop through the exhaust, every corner you attack feels sharper than you'd expect from something this big, and every time you exit a corner and floor it, you can feel all four tires digging in, launching you forward with brutal force. Halfway through this drive, you stop at a scenic overlook. You step out, look at this machine sitting there, engine ticking as it cools, exhaust still giving off that faint heat haze, and you think, this is it. This is what driving passion feels like. And speaking of passion, let's talk about the part you've been waiting for, the price. Because I know you've been wondering if all this power and drama is even remotely affordable. Get ready, because the starting price for the 2026 Dodge Durango SRT is shockingly competitive for what you get. You're looking at a starting point around $78,000 *, yes, under $80,000 for a 3-row, 700 horsepower monster. Fully loaded models can creep into the $95,000 range, but even then, you're still getting one of the most powerful SUVs on sale today for less than some boring German competitors with half the personality. And here's the twist, Dodge is offering a special launch edition with unique colors and interior options, and rumor has it those are going to sell out almost instantly. So if you're thinking about getting one, you might want to get on a waiting list now. Driving this thing back home after a full day with it, you realize that it's more than just numbers on a spec sheet. It's about the way it makes you feel, the grin it puts on your face every time you hit the throttle, the way kids in the next lane wave at you, the way strangers at gas stations come over just to ask, is that the new one? This car turns every mundane errand into an event. And that's really what sets the Durango SRT apart. Yes, there are faster SUVs out there. Yes, there are more luxurious ones. But none of them give you this perfect blend of practicality, muscle car attitude, and sheer drama. It's the last of a dying breed, and if you're lucky enough to get one, you'll own a piece of history. So, Power Ride family, if you love this deep dive into the 2026 Dodge Durango SRT, do me a favor, smash that like button, drop a comment telling me what color you'd order yours in, and of course hit that subscribe button because we've got even more insane reviews coming your way. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's next.